Hi, Chrissie Rios.
Hi, Hope-san.
How are you?
I'm good. Still a little sick.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Still lingering.
But it's okay. It's like the tail end when you know that you're almost done. So you're like, okay, come on, just power through it. Let's get rid of this.
I hope that's the case.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
So, I feel a lot better than I did last week. That's for sure.
Oh, my God. We were both dying last week. It was not pretty. I do feel a bit better. I'm still having a little bit of the, nasally congestion, but I'm also very nasally anyway, so it's not a big deal.
The Chicago accents are emphasized.
Somebody said that to us. I can't remember who it was. I think it was, I want to say maybe Brad Ward maybe threw that out there. I can't remember.
Oh, I think he tweeted it.
Us.
Yep.
That was the best. I love the fact that we had somebody live tweet our podcast.
I felt so special.
I did too. And his stuff was funny. He was really funny. So shout out to Brad Ward. Thank you for the awesome live tweeting of our show. Keep doing that. It was the greatest thing ever.
It was great.
So I have to tell you, I'm a little tired this morning.
Why?
So I am 100% convinced at this point that my house is haunted.
Oh, man.
You know, I told you a couple nights ago, Harper in the middle of the night started that slow rolling bark of kind of like, Mom, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then as soon as I woke up, she was barking like a maniac.
That's scary.
Yeah. And I couldn't figure out why. And I'm walking around the house and I don't see anything. And when I'm looking out the window, is there somebody in the yard? And I figured maybe could have been skunks. Want to get out. It could have been anything, right? But it was a little bit alarming.
Okay.
I didn't think anything of it. And then last night I was playing Call of Duty and I got super thirsty. So I got up to go get a bottle of water.
Okay.
And I went to go get the water. And as I'm walking through the house, one of the bedroom doors is always kept closed. Mm-hmm. Always. And so I didn't really, expect for the door to open and shut.
Get out of here. Don't, stop.
I'm not joking at all. And I mean, it terrified me. And it's the bedroom next to my bedroom.
So you're telling me it opened?
The door, opened and then shut. There's no window open.
And it was totally closed beforehand.
It's always totally closed. It's never open.
Sometimes sometimes I'll close the door, but it won't be completely, shut with the lock piece in the hole.
Yeah, no.
But
No. This is always shut. It's literally become kind of a storage room.
Okay.
So there's no reason for this to be open. There's no open window in there that would cause, some variation of draft, right? This is a closed door setting. I mean, there's no reason for it to open. So as soon as I got into the kitchen, I was staring at the door. Because I'm like,
I would have been frozen.
I was. I didn't know what to do. And then I thought, oh my God. First I thought, did somebody break in my house?
Yeah, that initially, yeah. Definitely.
So I paused for a minute and thought, okay, there's two things I can do here. One, run.
Freak the fuck out.
I can do my absolute, terrible white girl run and just fall down my stairs, probably, trip. Guys coming behind me with a knife and I'm dragging my legs around, right? Or I can man up and grab the biggest fucking knife in my kitchen.
A knife.
I did. And then go to the door of my, my storage bedroom and see what the fuck is in there.
Okay.
So I do that because I think the running part probably not optimal. So I go to the room and I open the door and I'm terrified. And I have this knife in my hand, Michael Myers style, up above my head, ready to slash and dash.
Oh, I like that.
You're welcome. Some things I bring to the table. Ridiculous nonsense. But I thought to myself, let me take a peek around. Now, it's not like there's a lot of stuff that you could hide behind it. It's just, a couple Christmas boxes and things. Yeah. It's really nothing that anybody could hide behind, be in there for days and I wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. So nope, nobody was in there. And Harper is having zero reaction at this point to this room. So I'm like, there's nobody in here. If there was, she'd be flipping out.
Yeah, she would.
But now I'm too afraid to sleep in my bedroom Because
they're next door.
Yeah, I don't want, like, what if, okay, what if there was somebody in there and I just didn't see them? Or, I mean, just anything. Also, if it's haunted, that's not the room I want to hang out in. I'm like, no, I think I'll just stay in the living room. So I slept in the living room and I slept with like sofa cushions. So my neck is jacked in one direction. It was just the worst night's sleep of all time. But I wake up this morning and I look on the coffee table. Big ass knife still there because I brought it with me.
Well, yeah, for protection.
Yeah, I would too. I was so afraid. I'm like, I don't want somebody to come in, like, get me in my sleep. But I guess if I'm in my sleep, I don't know how that knife would have actually protected me. I actually brought a weapon to the table and said, here, if you come to my house, just stab me.
Sleep with it under your pillow.
I'm not going to, no, it's a gigantic, like, knife. I'm not going to sleep. My luck is I'd, like, lose the pillow and all of a sudden, I've lost a cheek. I can't, I'm not going to have that happen. But, I mean, I thought about it when I woke up this morning. Like, so you actually brought a weapon for the murderer to kill you with because you fell asleep and left a giant knife next to your, like, person.
Yeah.
So it's either that I have a really stealthy burglar who's, like, just living in my house, like, living there because it's been going on for a few nights now. Or, no, it's haunted. It's totally haunted.
I'm wondering, you have a camera in your, like, main room that pretty much you can see all the way straight through.
Yeah, the Harper cam is I like to call it.
Did you check that yet?
No, I didn't. I have to roll back the tape on it.
Dude, I would.
I just didn't even, to be honest with you, I didn't even think about it. I forget it's there.
Oh my God. That would have been the first thing I would have done this morning.
No, I didn't have time this morning. I mean, like this morning when I woke up, I was
freaked out for you.
This morning when I woke up, I was sort of discombobulated, so I didn't really think about it. But now that you said it, that's what I'm going to do when I go home.
You got to let us know.
We'll see if the knife's still there because I left it on the coffee table. No, I put it away because of the dog.
I was going to say.
I put it away. But yeah, we'll see. I'll run through the tape. Who knows? Maybe there is somebody just kind of living in my house.
Well, also, I mean, depending on the light.
Can I charge them rent?
They'll split the rent with you.
Yeah.
But you maybe can see like a shadow or something.
Oh my God. If I saw a shadow, I'll be at your house in an hour after that. I'll never go back home. No, let's hope we don't. I need to get off of this topic because it's freaking me out now even more because now I'm terrified to go look at a tape.
I'm sorry.
And see like the black shadow man walking through my house. I mean, if he's cool, like if he's a dope ghost, he can stay, but.
Casper? Casper the friendly ghost.
No, I don't want mine to be so like adorable. I mean, I'd want him to be a little menacing where I'm like, keeps me on my toes, but in the same respect, kind of like fun. Like, he like, takes out the trash or something, which leads me into a podcast. There's a podcast I listen to and you listen to as well.
Yes.
Things might get weird. This might get weird. Why do I always blow the name? I don't know why, but it's a great podcast and I love them. And our podcast is very heavily based upon, they were our inspiration.
Yeah. We like their style a lot.
So good. I'm a huge fan of Grace Helbig and Mamrie Hart is awesome. They're funny. And anyway, so on this week's podcast, they covered the language of love was one of the topics that they had talked about. I have never heard of this ever. So I was kind of intrigued and kind of interested. But as I was looking it up, I also, kind of scrolled my Twitter because I'm like a Twitter junkie. And I was going through Twitter and I keep seeing one of the people I follow who will remain nameless. And he is posting a word. And every time I see the word, it makes me cringe. It's cringeworthy for me. And really cringeworthy.
I want to hear this. Tell me.
He's talking about somebody he's out with and he keeps calling her his lady friend.
Oh, God.
And it's like, oh, man, I never love that.
I would have never thought, but that is definitely a term I don't like.
No, right? I don't know why.
Sometimes my mom says that.
Oh,
and I'm like, why are you saying it?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's like if I get girlfriend and with a guy, I guess it's kind of difficult to say the word girlfriend if you're not dating because girls can say that. Like, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're my girlfriends, right? And it's never a relationship status.
Yeah, it's more of a friendship thing.
But it's a friendship thing. But when a guy says girlfriend, guys, people, women, men, guys, everybody assumes that's a relationship.
Yeah, they're exclusive.
Correct. So I get that you want to say it, but just call her your friend.
Yeah.
I'm out with my friend.
Yeah.
Lady friend is kind of like,
I mean,
my lady friend. And in my head, that is how I hear
well, are
it.
they in a relationship?
Well, I don't know.
Because if they are, then I guess.
Then call your girlfriend.
Yeah. But I also feel like at a certain age, maybe people don't feel like girlfriend is appropriate anymore. Like, I've had people tell me before, like, I don't want to say girlfriend. I feel like that term is for people that are a little bit younger. And I'm like, I don't see the justification.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't get that. I
mean, I don't care if I'm like 70 and I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm married, but you know what I'm saying? Like in the grand...
She's married. Maybe has a boyfriend. I wish you could have saw or have seen the wink I just did. It was pretty.
It's funny because we still, Stefan and I still call each other sometimes boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance.
Right after you were married,
I know.
You were on the phone with your insurance calling him your fiance.
I know.
And Claude and I were laughing at you.
We're not used to it.
It was so funny. She was married and she's on the phone and she's trying to get her insurance switched. And she's like, my fiance. And Claudia, our friend, and I were sitting next to her husband. Every time she said it, we just, husband. So
and I heard them, but it's just like an automatic.
Yeah, it was not registering.
But lady friend, huh? That's weird.
I don't love it. It's not my favorite word. I mean, that's my not favorite word of the week. Okay. I do have a word of all time that I absolutely hate. And if you know me, you probably know the word. I can't even now I'm getting cringy. Like, you can see it.
It's cringeworthy. She's like all twisted in her seat right now.
I'm so uncomfortable by it. I mean, do you have a word that you absolutely, hate?
Yes. And I've hated it for many years. And it's my, number one. And I have to hear this word in my particular field. It's called eclectic. I just don't like all of the
That's your reason why.
I really don't like the way the word sounds. I like the meaning of the word, but if I could find a different word that meant the same thing, I would use it.
Have you ever watched Arrested Development?
I have not.
Okay, you have to watch it because there's a dance, and I almost want to say he does.
Oh my God.
And just now when you did that, that's the first image that went in my head.
I just don't like the word. I think maybe it's too much HGTV back in the day or something. I just, in my, when I was in school, people would be like, yeah, my style's very eclectic. And I'm like, ugh.
Oh, it just makes cliche
me,
almost, right?
I literally, inside of me just implodes. I'm just like, ugh.
I understand you're cringe and you're having the same moment.
I just don't know why.
Had.
I don't know why it is. I honestly can only attribute it to the fact that it's so many eclectic.
I have to find, if anything, I'll find the video and send it to you today so that you have the reference because I know you'll get to Arrested Development in about 4 years. So I will send you this clip because it will help. And then as you hear it now, every time you hear eclectic, you'll actually hear this. I hope. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. My word, you know what it is.
Moist.
Oh, I hate it.
Moist.
Ah, stop. Okay, stop. I see you wanting to say it again. For me, it's one of those things. If I'm talking about a cupcake, I can say it. It seems to fit. And even then, I don't always say it. Oh, it was
it's
a
decadent
cupcake. It was delicious, right? But I have a hard time using that word. And I do not like the word at all outside of the context of cake. If it is in any other context, it grosses me out. It makes me feel cringy. And I know there's a lot of people who are cringed by this word. I don't. I get it. I totally understand them. It's so gross to me. But anyway, we'll move on from this because now I'm so grossed out. I'm scared of my house. I'm grossed out by a word. Let's move on to something fun, different. Let's go back to our language of love test that you, Hope Hassan, made me take this morning because we wanted to both have the results to share.
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's a book by Gary Chapman. I've been wanting to read it. It's been sitting in my Amazon cart for months. And it's not that I just can't afford the book, because I can afford it. It's just something that I'm like, do I really need it? Not really. I'll get to it eventually.
It's a want more than a need.
My mom has recommended it plenty of times, even while I was first dating Stefan. She's like, you should read this book. And I was like, okay.